as promised, I want to touch base on the article analysis 2 that it's due by Saturday night. This is an essay that is like the first one that you did with Carr. Now, I've already showed you where to go and find the articles that you can select from here. Let me point out briefly that there are no page numbers on any of these particular articles. So don't try to put page numbers in. There are no page numbers, so you will give credit by just giving credit to your author. Okay. So the article analysis 2 draft has the exact same instructions as the first one that you did, and I have linked here some concerns with this essay and then also a new sample. I've also updated these samples to better represent what we're looking for. So even if you looked at the samples before, you may take a look at them again because I think they're helpful, but we're going to look at this one together here. So the first thing I want to talk about are the concerns, and so make sure you look over these as you are working through your article and your essay. The number one rule here on this one in any of these is to make sure that you fully understand the article. Read it several times if needed, mark it up, read it aloud, read it slowly, whatever it takes for you to comprehend the article, because that's what you're doing. You're analyzing the article. That's this whole assignment. This is still considered a reading assignment here. Yes, you are writing and you're getting credit for your writing, but it is ultimately still a reading assignment. Do not use you at any point in the essay. We will not use you in any essays for any formal essays for this class. And also stick to third person point of view. You can still show opinion in third person, but just make sure that you stick with third person point of view. You won't have first person. You won't refer to yourself at all. Okay, you are not referring to your reading of the article, but the article itself. You have to summarize the article for an audience who has not read. So that doesn't mean that you have to just walk through the whole article and explain. What it does mean is that you provide enough information for your reader so that it makes sense. Okay. Limit use of quotes. Rely on paraphrasing as much as you can. And you quote whenever you just can't do it justice, when the words are so great or whatever, or so unique. Make sure, especially there are no page numbers available on these particular articles, so make sure you set up all quotes. You're going to use a signal phrase, which is, using the author's name. Jones suggests, Frederickson states, that sort of thing. Make sure you set up all quotes. Don't just drop them in. So do not plagiarize. These two go together. You want to make sure that you give proper credit, and also make sure that you refer back to the author in the article often. Don't make me wonder if a line is your thoughts or if it's the author's thoughts. So make sure that you're very clear about who is saying these things, and also just remember that we're really not looking for your take on failure or resilience or whatever. We're looking for the article. Make sure you proofread. There were a lot of simple mistakes in this first essay, and it's just kind of ridiculous. Slow down, take your time, and look at it one more time before you submit. Analysis should be the bulk of the essay, or at least half. Look at the little helper, because there are many ways to analyze an essay. And then, of course, don't forget to use your MLA formatting. A lot of points taken off for formatting on the first essay. There's just no sense in that. These were simple things that will help you make an A. So don't forget, you are analyzing the article and not the topic. I cannot stress that enough. I don't want to see, you're going to get a chance to talk about the topic in the term paper later on. This assignment is only about analyzing the article. Okay, so refrain from commenting on resilience or courage or whatever your article may be about. You are just commenting on how the author has structured his or her essay, how he's gotten his point across, that sort of thing. Okay, so those are the concerns, and I wanted to show you that I've added a new sample essay, and it happens to be on Failure is Not an Option by Allison Carr. I think that some of you, maybe this will help you to understand where you went wrong if you had some points counted off. So you can read over this and just see. Please note how page numbers are handled, okay? And page numbers, when we have them, and I realize that on these new articles you won't, but let me say this about page numbers and in-text citations. So anytime you mention the author and you give really specific information from the article, you need to use page numbers, even if it's paraphrase. Those are the rules. But you may not have, you won't have page numbers in this new essay, I guess, but you still give credit. Look at this line here. According to Carr, authors like Junot Diaz, Jane Austen, and Henry James experienced many rejections before finding success. Note that this is not quoted. This is paraphrased, summarized. Still giving credit to the author, though. Okay. So read over this and just kind of see how that that essay looks. And don't forget your works cited page. You will be counted off if you do not have a works cited page. The works cited have already been made for you. All you have to do is copy and paste from that original sheet that is linked here, okay? Your works cited are all there, so no excuses on that. So look over the concerns, look over the sample essays, and see if that will help you with your new essay. Good luck on this. We will do peer review from Sunday through Tuesday, and then you will clean it up for next week. Thanks a lot.